Warboss Gutzmangul hefted his new custom shooter. The orc grinned as he leveled it at the charging gangers. He liked the feel of it. Oh, Gemzard had really outdone herself this time! Huge shots tore through the flesh of the Humies, and Gutzmangul liked fighting the Swordibus hulks, as their huge vat-grown muscles and ubiquitous combat stims made them a lot harder and more satisfying to smash than most other gangers. After the warboss gunned down half a dozen of the brutes, they closed in with screaming chainswords, and Gutzmangul happily brought his claw to bear. The huge warboss waded through his enemies, cutting through them like butter, sending heads, limbs, and torsos flying until he came face to face with their leader, who managed to briefly check the rampaging warboss, parrying his claw with his chainsword. Metal squealed and sparks showered the two combatants for a moment, before Gutzmangul delivered a powerful headbutt to the skull of the ganger, popping it like a grape. Oh yeah! It feels good to get stuck in again! Gutzmangul idly shook the gore and viscera from his claw. Too bad we ain't got the boys to just fight proper and crump all the Yumis! His new assistant Gobic ran forward with a rag and put the shine back on the boss's gear. With all his enemies dead, the warboss was about to head back to his boss hut. Unbeknownst to him, a little red dot appeared right between Gutzmangul's eyes. Suddenly, Axeboy Jax emerged from a side corridor with a stout-looking orc in tow. Hey, boss, I just got me a new maniac and the tour is back on. The new maniac's head promptly exploded as he walked right into the sniper's shot. Oh, zog it all. You gotta be kidding me. Fine. Back to the auditions. Gutzmangul's eyes snapped to where the shot came from. The warboss was about to move into the corridor for cover when a commando melted out of the shadows and drove his blade through the back of the would-be assassin's neck. Sorry about that, boss. I was sneaking as fast as I could. Gutzmangul gave a nod of appreciation towards his commando, Needle, and began to ponder the orc's situation. He was getting impatient with all these small-scale skirmishes. Not to mention the ambushes laid by gangers were getting larger and more elaborate. More and more of them were banding together to fight the orcs. This was all fine, but Gutzmangul didn't want to have to worry about taking one small step and getting snicked by some sneaky git. It all just fed into Gutzmangul's frustration. He was supposed to be moving with Gazkul's fleet, to be part of the biggest war there ever was, to kill and smash in the biggest battles the galaxy ever saw. And now he was stuck here, probably having to spend years building up his warg again before he could conquer one measly human planet. By that time, Ragnarok might already be over, and Gutzmangul wouldn't see the galaxy burn in the wake of War Gazkul. On the bright side, new boys were popping out of the ground, so orcs' numbers were growing again. There were plenty of gubbins for the mechs and looters, and that weird red place they found might prove useful. But the warboss still had to wait for the mechs to finish tinkering with it to figure out what it even was and how they might use it. Gutzmangul sighed and turned to Gobbit. What am I supposed to do, Sneckwit? Fine is funny stuff, but this ain't the stuff of legends. The galaxy ain't gonna shake a fear of Warboss Gutzmangul if we're just stuck here on this stinking rock. As Gutzmangul pondered his position, Gobbit moved to climb back up on Gutzmangul's shoulder. Actually, boss, me name's... Gobbit couldn't finish his answer because he suddenly found an electrical cord wrapped around his neck with long, desperate fingers gripping the ends.
Steal my grot spot, will you? I'm the boss's shoulder grot, not you! Me! Me! Me!
Gutzmangul paid no attention to Gobbet's gurgling pleas as he was completely absorbed in his own thoughts. Nor did he pay any attention when Snickwit climbed atop his shoulder and took his old spot back. He did, however, notice when his favorite shoulder grot put a nice mug of grog in his fist as he entered his boss hut. The war boss grinned as he downed the thing in a few swigs.
You know, Snickwit, you're right. Mork works in mysterious, in weird ways sometimes. We just gotta keep smashing things and stuff'll work out.
Gutzmangul picked up one of his toothpicks, which was a blade about the length of a human arm, and jabbed it into a crude map that marked out the orc's territory in the Underhive. As he did so, Gimzod pushed through the door, looking very excited and pleased with himself.
Hey, boss! I figured out what that weird red place is, and I think you're gonna like it.